Hello, Libra. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is a love-focused energy check-in for the days leading up to Valentine's weekend, February 11th through the 14th. These messages are intended to explore romantic connection, emotional dynamics, and heart-centered themes. If you're not currently focused on love or relationships, this reading may not resonate, and that's okay. Take what fits, leave the rest, and trust your own inner wisdom. Thank you for being here, Libra. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. That's your first Romance Angel Oracle message. And your second is forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Forgiving and learning. Libra, let's get started with the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot cards. Let's get these shuffled up for you. And I have a six-card spread designed for you specifically. Let's just ask for all of the love and the light and the truth to reveal itself for the highest good of all the Libras that might be watching this video. For the sign of Libra, the air energy Libra. Let's split this deck 3 ways. And then we are going to get started. For the first card, we're looking for that current heart energy. What's happening emotionally for the sign of Libra? What is happening emotionally for Libra? Libra, you are an air energy, thought-oriented, in your mind, cerebral, very intelligent, very intuitive. But what is the heart energy for you? Look at that. A new offer of love, a new loving emotional gesture. Someone could it could feel like this, just the heavens opened and there was this divine offer. Someone confessing or professing love for you, or someone, professing. It can be like a recommitment energy towards you. But this also, because it's an ace, it represents the number 1. And that always says this can be self-love. This can be like a renewed sense of self-love. So however your situation boils down, you're in a relationship, you're being given an offer to get in a relationship, or you are showing love to yourself like you've never shown it before. What is your desire, Libra? Consciously or unconsciously, what do you really want? What does Libra really want? Whether they know it or not, their real true desire, the sun. Beautiful. This is awesome. Sagittarius had this. So if you're connected to a Sagittarius, they want the same thing that you want. They want the sun. They want someone in their life, loving oriented, to make them feel, Libra, you want someone to make you feel like the sun rises and sets with them. Like maybe you are the sun to that person. You want this feeling of lit up, loving, light, energetic, happy, joyful. The sun represents the sign of Leo, if that Leo has any connection to you, but you want that exuberance, that it's eloquence, and it is fancy, rich, exotic, luxurious. Everything the sun represents is, I think, Libra, you're ruled by the planet Venus. So everything about you want beauty. Aesthetic is huge to a Libra. how things look, how things feel. That's very important to you. So what you really truly desire is for things to be out in the open. We're not hiding a relationship here. We're out in the open. We're happy. We're together. We light up the room when we enter it. We are a power couple. We are a scene all by ourselves. We don't need anybody else or anything else, because when we show up, we are a dynamic duo. I think you really want that power surged relationship at the sun. You want that. So if somebody has come along and offered their cup to you, they better be bringing the sun. They have to bring the sun, because you're not going to settle for anything less. What is blocking or complicating for Libra? What's blocking or complicating? Is blocking or complicating? The Page of Swords. There is somebody being a little bit too nosy. There is somebody bringing too many questions. You know, questioning can come across as a lack of trust. Somebody who is in this energy is questioning things, is not, they don't appear to be trusting. When they're questioning, where were you last night? Who were you with? Can I see your phone? Who are you talking to? Why were you talking to that person? Do you know that person? Why didn't you introduce them to me? This energy, very immature, very low grade, low energy, low vibrational energy, I should say. Page of Swords is a little bit too nosy for their own good. They're asking questions so that they can find things out, but they're not doing anything good with that information. They're not building up their self-esteem or building up the relationship. The Page of Swords is asking questions to ask questions. They're asking to gain information, but they're not doing anything with it. The Page of Swords is sometimes stalker energy. So what is complicating or blocking your situation, Libra, could be somebody meddling in your relationship, like a third party, an ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-whatever. Somebody is outside of your relationship and they're just being nosy. Or if this is your person, I don't think you would get involved with somebody this low vibration, though. This is really giving off low vibration energy, and they're just being nosy. They're asking questions for the sake of asking questions. You know, maybe they're going through, let's say for the sake of the situation, you're with somebody who's been married before, you've got kids, the kids go visit their mom for the weekend or their dad for the weekend, and that ex-partner asks the kids about your relationship. So this person is not only being nosy where they don't belong, but they're going through your children or your partner's children to get information about what you're doing in your new love relationship, where you feel so happy and so fulfilled. And so this third party energy or this nosy energy, somebody putting their nose where it doesn't belong, that is the complication. That's the block right now between you and your person. What's being offered? What is being offered to you, seen or unseen? What is being offered? What is being offered to the sign of Libra? Strength. More Leo energy. What's being offered is somebody showing up, willing to tame the beast within. And the beast within is the ego. The beast within is their desire, their primal desire, their animalistic urges. Can be sexual, it can be just in the relationship in general, but somebody is showing up taming those things. This maiden speaking kindly, softly to this lion, saying, it's okay, calm down, relax. This person shows up calm, relaxed, tame. They're not showing up like a wild animal and coming all over you. They're not attacking you, or I mean, I don't think you would stand for that anyways. Let me just back up. I think that you have a person that is offering you, they're showing up as their best self. They're showing up as their healed self. They're showing up as their mature, wise, loving, honest, true self. This Ace of Cups is not nothing. It's actually rich and beautiful and so special. And that's because this person and what's being offered between the two of you, it's real. It's true. It's come from wisdom. It's come from graciousness. It's come from a relaxed ability. We have passion. We have desire, but we're not leading with that because we both want something real. We want something that's bigger than we are. We want that passionate, loving, honest, open relationship, but we're not going to go into it based on sex. It's going to be more than that. It's going to be, maybe it is that, but there's more to it. So we're taming the beast. We're allowing this relationship to be more grounded and more beautiful than we probably could have ever imagined. What is going to be the guidance over the Valentine's Day weekend? How should Libra show up or respond, or how should Libra care for themselves? Look at that. The guidance for your Valentine's Day weekend, how to show up: emotionally blissful, emotionally contented. This is the buy-all, end-all in the cup suit. This is where communication emotionally has reached its max capacity in the best possible way. This is Libra, you have gained the ability to have emotional abundance with somebody else. The guidance, the advice is to connect with your person on an emotional level at the highest level that you've ever communicated with them. I want to point something out. Notice that this is the advice or the guidance for the weekend. And what that current heart energy is, the ace, the beginning. The love offer has been made. The love offer has been received. And the advice is to take it all the way. It's like 0 to 100. So not only did we start at the very beginning with somebody at some point, but now we are at this emotional capacity and we're like living the dream. 10 of Cups is absolute bliss, emotional bliss, completion of the emotional heart space in one category or another. What is going to be the likely emotional outcome for Libra? Not forever, just the tone of the coming days. For Libra, the outcome. For the sign of Libra, what's that going to be? The Emperor, fire energy, Aries energy. This is Big Daddy, Big Kahuna. Take charge, take control. This is you, Libra, being in your absolute authority. You being willing to fight if you need to fight for it, but to stand your ground, to hold your position, to be completely authoritative where it concerns your passions and your desires. Very much has to do with masculine energy, action-oriented, taking control, taking charge. This is, like I said, daddy energy, CEO energy, the boss, the big kahuna. It's who makes the decisions. It's who calls the shots. So Libra, your emotional outcome, the likely emotional outcome is that you are going to be in complete control of how things pan out for the two of you, because you're going to be action oriented about it. You're going to take that realization that if it's going to be, it's up to me. And you're going to take that power position. And I think you're going to do really well, because I know that Libra, when you take charge, you take charge. This is your reading, Libra. I hope that it served you. I hope it helped you in some way, shape, or form. I just want to make a little announcement that if you ever would like a private reading, I do offer recorded personal readings. The details will be in the description box below the video. And I am available on TikTok and on YouTube. And it's a pleasure to do these readings for you. Thank you, Libra. Be blessed and be well.